Planning an event is more than just locking in a venue and then hoping people show up. You need a solid marketing plan, cohesive branding, and the right tools to pull it all together without absolutely losing your mind in the process. With Adobe Express, the quick and easy create anything app, you can design, promote, and execute event content seamlessly with no design experience required, whether you're hosting an in-person event or online. Let's dive into how you can level up your event marketing and make sure your branding stays on point across every platform. The first thing you want to do is get really clear on what your event's purpose is and your target audience. You want to make sure to develop key brand elements like a logo, color palette, fonts, and tone of voice before you start working on your event promos. It's really important that all of these elements stay consistent across digital and physical assets. So setting up your brand kit ahead of time in Adobe Express can really help you stay on track with this. So here's how we can do that super quickly. So we're going to navigate to the menu on the left, select brand, new brand, then add your event logos, color schemes, fonts, and any textures, graphics, photos, or design elements. And this will give you quick access to everything while you're creating your promotional materials. So here is a pro tip. You can create a mini brand copy guide for your event. And this could be as simple as a little cheat sheet listing your event's tagline, key phrases, slogans, maybe some tone and style tips, calls to action that you want to use, and maybe some event hashtags as well that you're going to want to include on all of your posts. This can really help simplify the process of promoting your event solo or if you're working with a small team. You want to communicate value in your messaging strategies. What are attendees going to get out of it? So you're going to want to think about crafting a simple but memorable tagline or key message that your audience can take away from both your promotions and the event itself. Having a consistent voice throughout all your materials will drive home your event's personality and make your content feel much more polished and professional. And this can also really help your audience recognize your event, whether they're seeing a post, reading an email in their inbox, or walking through your physical venue. Figuring out where your audience hangs out is going to be absolutely essential for creating successful event promotions. So when it comes to social media, are they on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok? You're going to want to pick the best fit and then develop a content plan for those channels. You don't have to be everywhere, you just need to be where your audience is. Adobe Express has all of the up-to-date social sizes that you can design once and then resize with a few clicks. Email marketing strategy also might work for you if you already have an email list developed, or local media might also be a really great place to promote your in-person event if that works with your goals. Overall, the strategy is kind of be everywhere often, asterisk, everywhere your audience is. Keep in mind, great designs won't really matter if no one sees them, so really think about scheduling content in advance using the content scheduler in Adobe Express, use event hashtags, and then post updates regularly. You can send out eye-catching invites and follow-ups, but just make sure you're not too spammy with it. You really don't want to alienate your audience by filling their inbox with stuff. You could also create a web page to keep all that information in one easy to share place, or you can boost your reach through partnerships and targeted ads if that works for your budget and business. Great event materials do more than just look good. They grab attention, communicate key details, and make your event feel professional. So when you're creating your event materials, don't forget that you can access over 200 million royalty-free, high-resolution Adobe stock photos in Express to help you out. So to promote your event properly, you're really going to want to have a good mix of digital and print assets depending on the type of event you're hosting. Now, this might not apply if you're doing virtual, but if you're doing an in-person, you're really going to want to have both. But the great news is you can make all of these and order prints directly in Adobe Express. Here are a couple of thought starters to get your mind going. So we could look at posters or flyers, social media graphics, websites or landing pages, tickets, badges, or even apparel. You want to make sure though that when you're designing all of these things to keep the elements that you're using in your designs consistent. So same fonts, same colors, same logo usage, repeating graphics, textures, or imagery. And we can really leverage templates here to make all of those things that I mentioned. And don't forget about that brand kit that we talked about earlier. We can use that to apply your branding to those templates to make sure that everything works together seamlessly. So quick example here, we can create a badge design by searching for a template that we like, then applying our brand, adjusting the design and messaging in the window on the left to fit the voice we've laid out earlier. And we can reference that cheat sheet that we talked about. Here's a hot tip. You can use bulk create to upload a CSV file to easily apply this name tag design to all of your attendees' names all at once. We love a time-saving tip. Consistency also extends to the event day too. So don't forget about event signage, including wayfinding materials, which should feel on brand and help attendees easily navigate the venue. This is something I feel like people miss out on, especially if the venue is in a large building and we're only in one small room, so event signage. Staff apparel can also really easily help identify who is running the event. So like maybe a branded t-shirt that kind of works. Branded presentation slides are also super fun. And then of course, printed materials like programs, menus, etc. So with consistency, clear messaging, and knowing your audience, you can create solid event promotions and stay on brand while filling seats, whether that's in person or online. Jump into Adobe Express and start crafting polished event promos fast with no design experience required.